Alright, some of you may be wondering, what the heck am I about to do to this Warmoth roasted flame maple neck? Well, truth be told, as sexy as this thing is, I would like to apply one very thin coat of Tru-Oil on this thing because I just absolutely love the way that the exotic brand guitars look on the neck. I love the Ernie Ball. You know, all those brands that have these roasted necks with a little bit of oil on them. There's just something a little different. I know you don't have to put them on, but what I'm trying to do is get this grain to pop just a little bit. So we are going to try a little experiment first on the heel here. I'm going to try it on the heel, see what kind of a difference it makes before deciding to move on to the whole thing. I don't have any other sample to try it on, so I'm just going to rub a little bit around the heel. Yeah, that made a difference. Actually, quite a difference. It really darkened up those grain lines in there. You see that? That vein right there. It does look a little richer. So, all right. And I'm not going to do anything any different than I ever have with the oil treatment. It's just going to be a quick wipe on, wipe off scenario. And I'm using the glare of the light here to help me ensure that I've got a nice even coverage. Oh yeah, that's making that grain pop, seriously. And I'm not going to build this up at all. I just want this one coat. And we're going to work quick because I want to get it on and I want to wipe off the excess before it starts to set up. Okay, let you see the difference there in the two sides. I'm working on this side here. It's the unfinished side. Okay, but I gotta keep moving. I'm going all the way around the side. Wow, it just makes it pop so much. I know there's probably gonna be some doubters or some haters not liking the fact that I put a coat of Tru-Oil on here, but I just think it makes a world of difference in the visual department here. Rub a little bit in on the back of the headstock. I've got some hip shot tuners on order. Get those in. Okay, now I can start the wiping down process here with a microfiber towel. I'll start up here on this end since this would be the driest. And I'm basically just trying to even out any excessive like streaks or, you know, marks from the rag or anything, but holy cow, that is just stunning. Again, it's just like a super thin coat. You're not trying to build anything up. And that's it. I am done. Look at the side of that. It really brought out the edge of the fretboard. I figured I'd give you another look here with the camera off of the tripod, because when you roll this thing in the light, you really get that sort of 3D effect with the flame and the grain. It just sort of has this velvety look to it. More so than it did before. I mean, it was just gorgeous before, but now you can see it, how it refracts the light, especially right here in this headstock segment. It's in just the perfect light to show you what that one little coat did. Okay, so we're back. The back of the neck is dry to the touch, and I'm going to repeat the process on the Tru-Oil here. You can see the headstock, beautiful but natural, and there's the back with the Tru-Oil, very thin. Again, not trying to build up a ton of coverage, just want that grain to look nice. Take this over here to the front of the camera so you can kind of see this transition here. Just trying to get all of it to blend nice and evenly. There you go. And you can see here as I'm going up the neck, the difference there. And there she is. Actually, let me put the lid on this. Bring you guys in here for a closer peek. Here we go. Now it's picking up. After drying overnight, I decided to add a few extra coats of the Tru-Oil on the front and the back of the headstock, mostly just to fill in a little bit of some grain, some deep grain lines that were still visible. And in between each of those coats, I did the 4/0 steel wool just to kind of buff it out and help level it out. Then afterwards, took the steel wool and rubbed down the entire fretboard, which obviously helped clear off any material that was on the frets, and I think it did a great job in kind of dimming down the amount of gloss. I didn't want it super glossy. I just wanted that one coat. As you can see here, you can see how the grain or the flame just looks totally 3D, and especially on the side of the fretboard, it almost has that cat's eye appearance where it's almost like a jewel. So I think that the Tru-Oil definitely, adding the Tru-Oil definitely helped
popped that grain. It made it look, you know, more three-dimensional than it already was. So I'm very happy with that. In the end, I went ahead and put the final application of the gunstock wax, which was again just one quick coat of gunstock wax over the back of the neck, and it is just as slick as can be. So super happy with the way this turned out, and I hope you enjoyed it.